My name is Barry Tuddenham. I'm from Avoca Beach in New South Wales on the east coast of Australia. I'm now 60 in another month or so, and I've been surfing since I was a child. Yeah, well, that's a good question. I think of all of the activities that I've taken on, surfing is certainly the hardest by far. And I think like anything that you want to be good at, you've got to put the hours in, and I'm not particularly good at surfing, so I've got to put a lot of time into it. And now I know that I get a lot of waves when I do go surfing. I don't know if I necessarily get a lot of good waves. And that desire to try and get good waves is what keeps me turning around and paddling back out. No, I don't do any yoga, which is kind of strange because my wife is a yoga instructor. However, I do a bit of a routine just to try and keep myself moving. I also try and make sure that I do, when I'm at home, a couple of gym sessions per week and try and do 2 swim sessions per week. And I think the swimming is particularly invaluable when it comes to being able to continue paddling. Gives you good lungs, good breathing, so the hold downs are much less threatening. I think that one of the things that I do try and do when I do is to try and train hard. And I think that's one of those secrets to maintaining longevity in the ocean, is to make sure that if you are training, you're training seriously and not just going through the motions. I think just continuing with it, but I think like anybody, you just want to get another great barrel, you want to be able to get those top turns worked out. So I think that's probably what continues to get most surfers out there. You just want to be able to surf better, and I think that's my whole goal. I think for the vast majority of the waves that I want to surf in Indonesia, I've surfed them. So I've ticked that box, but I think I just want to surf them better. Yeah. I think continue with the training. I think that's really important. If you can try and make sure that your body can still do it, is probably the big thing. That we're currently surfing with some guys who are in their 70s and they're all out there doing it, but you can see that you're more likely to get hurt if you're not fit. But I would be suggesting to a lot of young guys, well, try and get out there into the frontiers. The places that you come to which are difficult to get to are generally the places where you'll do your best surfing. And the reality is, if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But not everyone does it, so you can generally get places which are great with just 1 or 2 people out. Suddenly you're at the top of the pecking order, so you can get the best waves. My favourite Indonesian meal? I like the beef rendang. I think if you can get a great beef rendang, it's probably as good as any meal. In saying that one, a good nasi goreng is pretty hard to beat, but it can be hard to find a good nasi goreng.
Thank you.
Pleasure.